Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the possibility of dark or evil Kai once again in Ninjago Crystalized, and the new evidence that we have from the new Ninjago Crystalized teaser trailers to support this theory being true. Now, of course, for a quick disclaimer with a lot of my theories that I cover on this channel, this video will in fact contain speculation on the part of myself, meaning that this video will not contain confirmed 100% solid information. Some things that I mention in the video may end up being correct. Some things may end up not being correct. This is just a theory video on the part of myself, and I want to make that very clear. Also, as I mentioned, some things that I mentioned in today's video may in fact be correct, so just in case I do end up getting something right in terms of a theory, I must give a minor spoiler warning. You have been warned, potential spoilers are ahead for Ninjago Crystalized. Now, the idea of Dark Kai is something that I've had in the back of my head for many months at this point. I'm sure you guys remember, I've made several videos talking about the possibility of Evil Kai or Dark Kai, and thanks to a couple of new trailers for Ninjago Crystalized, those of course being the official teaser itself, and of course the Ninja on the Run trailer, I believe we do have evidence to support Dark Kai being a thing, or at least a version of Kai in Ninjago Crystalized that's more rageful, if you will. Maybe a Kai that has a shorter fuse than usual. We know that Kai can be pretty hot-headed in terms of his nature, but I believe in Ninjago Crystalized, following a whole bunch of things going down, we could see a different version of Kai that's just built on rage and vengeance. And as I've mentioned, we do indeed have evidence to support Dark Kai being a thing in Ninjago Crystalized. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at some Ninjago Crystalized footage, and I will highlight some sequences that we've seen so far that may in fact allude to Dark Kai. Alright guys, so here we are on the Ninjago Crystalized Ninja on the Run teaser. This is what we're going to be taking a look at in today's video to showcase some evidence of Dark or Evil Kai. Now, the scene in question that I want to take a look at comes right at the very end of the teaser, where the police come running into the Twitchy Tim building or whatever. This part is presumably when the police locate the ninja, decide to go there to investigate, and outside, during this exact same scene, or at least it appears to be this exact same scene, we can see this moment right here with Kai, Jay, we have Cole right here, and we have Zane right here. Kai looks to be very angry, very upset. He decides to ignite his fist with fire. I have this on quarter speed, by the way, that's why it's a little bit slow. He decides to ignite his fist, turn around with a smile on his face, and obviously Jay looks very concerned there, and Kai, with the happiest smile known to man, he decides to light up a police car, basically blowing it up, and that's where the teaser ends. Now, the overall focus of this scene, again, could be anything. The trailer could be edited in such a way where it makes it look like this is during the police raid on Twitchy Tim's hideout or whatever, but I really enjoy this sequence right here, because it seems like the ninja were just having a very heated debate here. Kai appears to be super angry, super fired up. Jay looks kind of confused, a little concerned even for Kai, which again alludes back to that whole conflict that Kai and Jay are going to be having in this new season, where Kai is just full of anger and regret, while Jay is a little bit more somber, a little bit more sad in his feelings, as opposed to Kai, who is more angry. And Kai, you know, having to deal with Nia sacrificing herself, having to deal with the police constantly on them all the time, he decides to take a little bit of stress off himself here by blowing up a police car. Now, I imagine the whole conflict here between Kai also extends to the rest of the ninja. I believe this was a huge argument between the original four, could provide some interesting conflict to the team as we know it. Again, we see Cole here, Zane right here, and again, Jay and Kai having that conflict, I think, is very much worth considering as a possibility for this new season. I just love how happy Kai looks when he destroys this police car. Look at him, he's really happy here, he's just so ready to blow that thing up, and I don't blame the guy. I mean, Kai does have a lot of stress here, again, with Nia sacrificing herself, with the police constantly on the ninja. He's going to be taking that stress off a little bit, and if he can't take that stress off on his teammates, or at least as of yet, he's going to take that stress out on police cars. Now, this scene right here may in fact just be Kai blowing up a police car. I might be looking a little bit too much into it, but why exactly would he be blowing up a police car? If not for the fact that he's just frustrated, wants to let out some of that anger, some of that fire, and again, in another trailer, we can see something similar happening as well. This is something that I've already mentioned in a couple of videos, but we have this scene here with Kai and Jay, where they appear to be at odds with each other. You can see here that Jay is preparing a lightning attack, Kai prepares a fire blast, and the two just kind of attack each other there. Not exactly sure what that's about there, but it does look like they are attacking each other, which again may allude to that conflict between Kai and Jay. Also, as I've mentioned in previous videos, this water puddle here appears to be bubbling and moving, maybe an attempt to reach Nia, maybe an attempt to bring Nia back, who's to say, but Kai and Jay, yes indeed, they are at odds with each other here, and as I've mentioned before, that conflict may involve Kai, Jay, and the other two original ninja, Zane and Cole. I believe this is going to be a Civil War type situation with Kai on one side and Jay, Zane, and Cole on the opposing end. As I've said, that conflict between Kai and the original team could be very interesting to see. Of course, with Jay, I think it's very apparent why Kai and Jay would be fighting. Both of them lost Nia, and to each of them, Nia is something different. Nia is Kai's sister, Nia is Jay's significant other. So it makes sense why these two would both be experiencing grief and why they may be at odds with each other. And they may in fact have their differences surrounding what exactly their ideas are in terms of bringing Nia back. But I love the idea of that conflict growing with the original team as well, especially in the case of Lloyd. I'm not sure what Lloyd and Kai's dynamic will be in Ninjago Crystalized, but I do like the idea of the original ninja team, the original 4 ninja, at odds with each other, having problems, having conflict. Maybe Jay could reference something like the original 3-man team featuring him, Zane, and Cole, and mention maybe how Kai never deserved a spot on the team. I think lines such as that would be appreciated by a lot of long-term Ninjago fans, who have seen these characters grow and develop over the course of the entire series, and there seems to be a lot of other stuff going on in Ninjago Crystalized that references the pilot season as well, including the black ninja suits that we keep on seeing for Ninjago Crystalized promotional material. Overall, I think exploring a darker side to Kai is something that a lot of Ninjago fans have been waiting for quite a few years at this point. According to many Ninjago fans, including myself, Kai desperately needs some type of storyline, some type of development, and I do believe that in Ninjago Crystalized, we will see that finally happen for Kai. And while it may in fact include him being casted out of the ninja team, and even fighting his team members, as was the case with Kai versus Jay in the trailer, I think that'll only do good for the character of Kai. Eventually, towards the very end of the season, Kai could eventually understand where the other ninja are coming from, understand where he went wrong, and then the team will obviously team up as normal again, fully bonded, fully healed from the events that happened when Kai was basically a huge jerk. I think that's a very good way of telling that story, and I can't wait to see what Kai gets up to in Ninjago Crystalized. If the theory of dark or evil Kai ends up being true, or at least a version of Kai that's super rageful, full of vengeance, I think that'll just make for an interesting storyline, and as I've mentioned, it would only do wonders for the character of Kai. I think that's the most appropriate place for Kai to go following the events of Ninjago Seabound, and from what we've seen regarding Ninjago Crystalized so far, I think the dark Kai or vengeful Kai storyline is very likely to appear. With that being said, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up from my thoughts here today. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about the idea of dark or evil Kai being present in Ninjago Crystalized. What do you think Kai is going to be up to in this new Ninjago season, and how do you feel about Kai being sort of at odds with the ninja team? Leave all your thoughts down below in the comments, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. That'll pretty much wrap it up from my thoughts here today. Thank you all so much for watching today's video once again, you guys. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and as always, check out the links down below in the description for other forms of social media. Thank you all so much for watching today's video once again, you guys. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.